Welcome to the Crimsafe Endurance Countdown. I'm Ben Beasley with Warren Luff. Today we're talking about the Gary Rogers Volvo squad. Now, Scott McLaughlin has had what can only be described as a real up and down year. The kid's quick, but they've had a lot of technical issues this year. But they're starting to get things a little bit better with their reliability, and heading to these big long races, that's going to be important.
Yeah, look, obviously for Scotty, it's been a character building year. But as you said, coming into these Enduros, he's got Alexander Premat coming back to join him again. Those guys finished on the podium on the Sunday at Gold Coast last year. And look, Frenchie's got so much experience. He's quick. Like when he came back last year, a lot of people questioned, would he be able to sort of adapt to to the Volvo and how would he go? But right out of the box at Sandown, he was fast straight up. And a guy with his level of experience, I think those guys are going to be really strong. And if they can keep that car holding together, I think those guys are going to be a genuine contender. Certainly at Bathurst, they're going to be fast.
On the other side of the garage, you've got David Wall, who's having his first year within the Gary Rogers organisation, and then also Chris Pither, who's also moving in. So really a totally new combination in the second car for Gary Rogers.
Yeah, look, those guys, it's all going to be about sort of staying out of trouble, obviously have some good pit strategy and just aiming to be there come Sunday afternoon. They're probably not going to be sort of an outright contender, but again, as we've seen in the past, you have some good pit strategy, you stay out of trouble, stay on that lead lap, and look, really anything is possible. They're both guys that have got really good experience. Obviously, Chris will be doing the development series race at Bathurst, so he'll get plenty of miles up there. Again, not an outright contender, but certainly somewhere sort of in that strong top 10 position come Sunday afternoon would be a really great result for those guys.
Well, let's hear from inside Gary Rogers Motorsport.
Scotty, endurance time again. It comes around pretty quick. How do you think the 33 car's placed leading into Sandown?
We're always quick at Sandown, Bathurst, Gold Coast, so pace-wise, I think we should be reasonable good, and obviously I've got one of the best co-drivers out there in Alex Prema, so especially last year. So I think for me, it's a lot of confidence in there. We can get some good points and really get my championship back on track, but definitely got to sort out our reliability a bit more. But that's our main focus before Sandown, and I think we should be right come that time.
There's been some ups and downs with a few technical things going wrong with the car, but the team seem to be on top of it now. So. Are you confident that come Bathurst at least the car will go the distance, the 161 laps?
Yeah, look, it did all those last year. I think we just need to maybe just go back to sort of what we had and stuff. But we're slowly getting on top of it. There's a few things we need to try, and when you overstep the limits in that regard, you're always going to have that risk factor of not finishing races and trying to improve the car. But now it's sorted, and I think we should be right come the enduro time.
Co-driver wise, it's limited, as we all know in this series. But Alex, won't get in the car until Sandown. But he's an experienced guy. That should be no problem for him.
Yeah, well, he'll get a test beforehand at the test day, and but he's gonna have a chance to have a steer, and he did the same thing last year, which was good. So I think he knows exactly what he's doing. He's fast, and when he jumps in the car straight away, he's fast. So it's good for us when he's comfy in the car, and nothing's changed from last year.
David, it's been a difficult year, but you're sort of getting on top of things, coming good at the right time for the Enduros.
Yeah, look, I hope so. We've had a few mechanical dramas that have been, niggling away there, but we feel like we're on top of that. A little bit of an injury early on the start of the season, but I feel like now we're actually getting into, getting comfortable with the surroundings and getting the most out of the car. So I feel like we're chipping away in the right direction, and looking forward to getting into the Enduros with Chris again.
Chris, this is really a good opportunity for you. You grab it with both hands, obviously. How do you feel your preparation's gone leading up to the Enduros?
Yeah, definitely a huge opportunity. Jump back in the car with David again here at Wilson Security Volvo GRM team. I was lucky enough to have the opportunity to hop into the car at the AGP. Obviously, when David unfortunately had the slight injury to his foot, so that gave me a bit of a taste for it. Obviously, learn a little bit about how the team operates and the car itself. So I'm looking forward to getting into it at Sandown.
What are your sort of first impressions of the characteristics of the Volvo compared to what you've driven in the past?
It's probably not one main thing that stands out. It's just a lot of different little things. I guess the car of the future across the entire main series field seems pretty close. It's easy to see from the outside. So I think it's just a combination of lots of small things that are different, but that together makes the car feel quite unique, I guess. And yeah, like I said, it was a good chance at the HB to get a feel for that. And obviously with the Dunlop Series racing that I'm doing at the moment throughout the whole season, and the Icebreak car, it's plenty of miles under the belt leading up to the Enduros.
Well, that's inside Gary Rogers Motorsport. Stay tuned here to speedcafe.com as we continue the Crimsafe Endurance Countdown.
Shut the door on scary. With the one and only Crimsafe. Installed by licensed Crimsafe technicians, partnered with Crime Stoppers. Up to 15 years warranty. If it's not Crimsafe, it's not Crimsafe. Only at licensed dealers. Visit crimsafe.com.au.